Raja's useful collections. Now students, what are the things that you like to collect? Now, as I like to collect a various types of a pen, you might also have a hobby of collection of stamp paper, collection of other things, right students? So, let us see, this is a play and here we have a different types of characters. Who are the characters? Let us see. Narrator, Miss Maya, Raja, Leena, Mary, Ali. Narrator. Miss Maya taught the youngest children in Lajpat school. There were about 20 children in her class and one of them was a boy called Raja. Now Raja was particular about his trouser. Now who is telling the story? The narrator. Okay. Now what story he is telling? That there was a teacher. What was the name of a teacher? Miss Maya. She used to taught the youngest children, the small children like you all. And what is the name of a school? Lajpat School. Now in her class there were 20 children. There were about 20 children in her class and one of them was boy called Raja. Now what was the specific about the Raja? Raja was particular about his trouser and always had a pocket in them. This was to keep things in, of course. Raja was a collector. Collector means he was a habit of collection of things. He collect anything at all that was interesting and fitted into his trouser pocket. So, while going from home to school or from returning from school to home or while going out to play, what was his habit? To collect the things that he found interesting and that may fit in his pocket. One morning, Raja set out for school. He walked along as he usually did, with his head bent so that he could look for interesting things on the ground as he walked along. So, what was his habit? His habit was to walk with always looking on the road with his bended head so that he could find an interesting thing on the ground. Raja to himself, here is a strong, thick rubber band. I know how it came here. I have seen the postman slip it off her bundle of letters and drop it on the path. Now, while Raja was walking towards the school, he talked to himself. Here is a strong. Now, what he had found? He had found a thick rubber band. Now, what he said? I know from where it came. It came from a postman's slip of a bundle of letter. Narrator. He picked it up and put it in his pocket. Raja. What a flat, round pebbles. Now, after collecting a thick rubber band, now what is the next thing? Pebbles. Now, what is a pebbles? It is a small, smooth, round stone. It is lovely to hold, cold and smooth. Narrator. Raja put it in his other pocket. He walked a little further, still looking. Raja. That's a shiny silver safety pin. I will put it in my pocket with the rubber band. And here is a matchbox. It is quite clean and new. So, what are the things up till now he has collected? He has collected the thick rubber band, pebbles and now he has got safety pin and matchbox. Raja opened it and sniffed. That means he opened it and smelled. It smelled just like matches, a funny smell that made his nose wrinkle up, that means fold. He was very pleased with the empty matchbox and put it into the pocket with the rubber band and the safety pin. Raja, that's a long piece of green string near the hedge. Hedge means for student, like you can say a boundary formed by the shrubs or herbs. Narrator, he picked it up and put it in the pocket with the smooth, cool pebbles. Now he was nearly at the school gate. He began to jog along, kicking a teeny broken piece of red brick in front of him. Jog means to run at a regular speed. Raja, I suppose this might come in useful too. So, he has collected the safety pin, he has collected the matchbox, he has also collected a long piece of a green string. Okay? And now, while he was almost near to the school, what he has collected? He had collected a piece of a red brick. I suppose this might come in useful too. Narrator. So he picked it up and put it into his pocket with the rubber band and the safety pin and the matchbox. He ran into the playground feeling very cheerfully. Now children, you can see both the pockets were full with the different things. Now you will hardly believe it, but every single thing in Raja's pocket came in useful that day in school. When Raja went into the classroom, the first person he saw was Miss Maya watering the plants in their pots. Miss Maya, these plants are getting rather tall. Poor thing, we will have to tie them to a stick so that they don't bend right over. So, what the Miss Maya told? These plants are getting taller. Now, what is the poor thing? It is a very poor thing. So that we have to tie them to a stick so that it will not bend right now. Raja, you can tie them with my string. See, the first thing he has removed from this pocket that he has collected, that was a green string. Okay. So, whom he has given? He has given it to Miss Maya. For what? To tie the plants with a stick. Miss Maya, just the thing. Thanks. Narrator, Miss Maya used the string to tie the plant to a stick. After that, Lina's skirt strap came loose. Miss Maya, we will mend it somehow. Raja, you can pin it together with my safety pin. Now, what was the another thing he was removing from his pocket? That was the safety pin. And what was the use of that safety pin? The use of that safety pin was to mend the Lina's skirt. Miss Maya, just the thing. Narrator, Miss Maya pinned Lina's skirt strap to the skirts with Raja's shiny safety pin. Then Mary felt a bit sick. She said she felt too hot and had a headache. Miss Maya, sit down, Mary, and rest your head on the table. You will feel better soon. Raja, you can put my nice smooth pebbles next to your head if you like. Miss Maya, just the thing. Narrator, Mary, though that was a good idea. Now, What happened? The Mary was having a headache, and what she wants to do? She wants to rest by putting her head on a table. So what Raja said? Raja said that he has a smooth pebbles. He can use it next to her head. Miss Maya, sit down. Mary and rest your head on the table. You will feel better soon. Raja, you can put my nice smooth pebbles next to your head if you like. Miss Maya, just the thing. Narrator, Mary thought that was a good idea too. She held the cool flat pebble next to her hot forehead. It cheered her up a lot. During a playtime, Ali tooth came out. Miss Maya, take it home to show your mother. Ali, I might lose it. Raja, you can put it in my matchbox if you like. See, all the things that a Raja has collected throughout the way, it was useful in a school. Miss Maya, just the thing. Narrator, Ali put his little white baby tooth into Raja's clean matchbox. Afterward, they went into the playground. Miss Maya showed them how to play hopscotch on the pavement. Now, hopscotch means what? It is a game played by the children that they have to throw a stone on the set of a joint square. Miss Maya, first you have to write a number on the pavement in the squares. Bother, I have not brought any chalk outside with me. Could you go inside and get me a piece, Raja? Raja, you can use my bit of red bricks if you like. Miss Maya, just the thing. I will write the number in red. Narrator, I wonder if you know what Raja has left in his pocket now. Everyone came indoor after that. Today was Raja's turn for painting. When it was finished, Miss Maya held it up for everyone to see. Raja showed them his picture of Batman and Robin in the Batmobile. Everyone thought it was a great picture. Miss Maya rolled it up carefully and gave it to Raja to carry home. Raja took the strong, thick rubber band out of his pocket. Miss Maya helped him to put it round his lovely picture. Now it was a time when everybody returned back in a classroom. Now it was a turn to show a Raja's painting. And what painting the Raja has shown them? The Raja has shown them the picture of Batman and Robin in the Batmobile. So what everyone thought? Everyone thought that it was a great picture. So what Miss Maya did? Miss Maya rolled it up carefully and gave it to Raja to carry home. Now, what was the last thing that was there in the Raja's pocket? That was a thick rubber band. So, he took out the strong thick rubber band and put it in from his pocket, and this helped Miss Maya to put it round into a lovely picture. Raja and Miss Maya together laughing, just the things. So student, you might have understood the lesson that sometimes the things we gathered, it is not only useful for us, also sometimes it is useful for others, right? So the things which is been thrown by the others, that is not useful for them, it might be useful for the others. So what you will do from today? You will start collecting the things. Now let us match the column. String to tie the plant to a stick. Safety pin to fix Lina's skirt strap. Pebbles to ease Mary's headache. Matchbox to store Alice's tooth. Red brick to write number on the pavement in the square. Rubber band to put around Raja's picture. Now students, here we have to arrange this sentence into a right order. I can think you can do it by yourself. Now students, it is the time for the grammar. So today I will explain you the conjunction. Sometime we need to join two sentences or two part of sentence. We do this by using words such as and, or, but, so and because. So these are all the conjunction. Miss Maya had 20 children in her class. One of them was Raja. So in a second sentence you can find out Miss Maya had 20 children in her class. And what conjunction I have used? And. One of them was Raja. Now children, we have to join the sentence with one of the conjunctions. So first one, Raja was particular about his trouser. He always had pocket in them. So what conjunction I will use here? Raja was particular about his trouser and always had pocket in them. So here I will not use he. Instead of he, what I will use? And always had pocket in them. The things Raja picked seemed silly, but they were very useful. Okay. What conjunction I have used here? But. Raja offered Mary the smooth, round pebble because she had a headache. Raja gave Miss Maya the long string. So, the conjunction that I have used here is so. So, she could tie the plant to the stick. Should I pick up the safety pin? Or, the conjunction is used or. Should I pick up the matchbox? Now, student, I am going to explain you about the collective noun. That explanation I have already done you before. Now, read these phrases. Bundle of letter, so bundle. Box of matches. Bunch of flower. These are the example of collective noun. A collective noun describes a group of things or people as a unit. So, we have to use here some collective noun that are unscrambled. In jungle, we could see a troop of monkeys swing in the tree. We each pick a bunch of juicy grapes from the vein. A long flight of steps lead to the top of the tower. Our cat had just had a litter of 7 kittens. A flock of sheep was grazing in the field. Now, student, we will see some of the dictionary words, that is the silent or words of W. I always write my homework neatly. The old man had wrinkles. So, see here children, the W is an silent on his face. Get paper to wrap the present. The worm began to wriggle around the soil. The answer to that question is wrong. Okay children, now you can see in each and every word the W was been a silent. So, student, you might have understood the lesson as well as grammar properly. So, go through the lessons once again and we will meet on the next session. Have a good day.